These four layers stacked together have a name now. It's called the electric stack. And China is maintaining clear leadership across the stack. 75% of global lithium-ion batteries, 90% of the neodymium magnets, 9 of the top 10 solar inverter manufacturers, and in embedded compute, it's closing very fast. But how did that exactly happen? To answer that, we first need to go back to a theory that became the operating logic of the Western economy in the 1980s and 90s. It was called the smiling curve. The idea was simple. In any manufacturing industry, value is not distributed evenly. It concentrates at two ends, R&D and design at one end, branding and services at the other. The middle, which is the actual production, is low-margin commodity work. So the rational move is to keep the ends and outsource the middle. For a generation, this felt like wisdom. American and European companies kept the patents and the prestige. They let Asian manufacturers take the factories. They told themselves that as long as they held the IP, they held the power. What they didn't account for was this. Manufacturing is not just assembly, it's knowledge. It's the engineers who figure out why the yield rates drop in humidity. It's the supplier relationships that lets you iterate a battery design 15 times in a year instead of 3. It's the understanding of materials, tolerances, failure modes built up across thousands of production decisions that never get written in a patent. When you outsource the factory, you don't just outsource the labor, you're outsourcing the learning. An economist, Clayton Christensen, gave this dynamic a name: the law of conservation of attractive profits. When one layer of the value chain gets commoditized, value migrates to the adjacent layer. America bet that intelligence, be it software, AI, or design, would always be the high value layer. That physical manufacturing would always be the commodity. But guess what? That bet is looking worse by the year.